NFL is hosting its third night of Pride during Super Bowl week. So Super Bowl week is obviously a week long. You know, the famous press conferences, everything that's going on with that. The players are speaking. They usually do some sort of NFL experience where the people can come out to the city and run around some stuff and run some routes, catch some balls. Speaking of catching some balls, the NFL is announcing the third night of Pride during Super Bowl week. So the NFL is hosting its third night of Pride event during Super Bowl week in Las Vegas, aiming to spotlight the LGBTQ inclusion in professional sports through music, cocktails, and interview-style conversations. The NFL's Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer,
that's necessary.
Jonathan Bean, affirms the league's unwavering support for the LGBTQ community and solidifies their dedication to inclusivity in
What do they
football.
gain? What do they gain by doing this? It's not your
Taylor
audience.
Swift's fan base.
What do you mean? This
That's
is like
what they
perfect
gain.
time for them to market. Are you
That's
crazy?
perfect.
This
No,
is like
but
the
it's not-
perfect
They're
place
gonna steal all
for
the
people
Swifties.
to put things in your face that you shouldn't have in your face.
No,
Yeah.
of course that's an agenda. But I'm saying, if what does the NFL have to gain by putting this? It's not their audience. I just don't understand.
Follow the
these
money.
things.
they're
Follow
trying
the
to
money.
gain
Honestly,
their
So
audience.
are you
Where's
saying
the
the
money? Where's
NFL
it
should
coming
not
from?
do a night of Pride?
I don't think anything should do a night of Pride. Shut up with your Pride already. I'm so over.
So you're done with the Pride. You're over the Pride.
Of course I am. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's a totally bigger topic, but I don't get NFL.
With
You know,
Pride, yeah.
should be men, masculine football. Okay, then yeah, Americana.
But
To be
maybe they're
fair,
trying to
old Budweiser.
include. They're trying to include. They're trying to gain more
Gain
of the
what?
female audience, more
Yeah,
of
I don't think it
that
does it.
audience.
I think they lose more than they gain. That's the
I
thing.
don't know.
But what
I
female
look
audience?
at no, but look. I went
Pride
to go
is-
eat the other day. I went to get like a Fridays. It was a table full of ladies drinking Bud Light.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm thinking,
shocker, Nat.
Yeah.
Those were actually men.
No, they were ladies.
That was my date, Nat. That was my
hard to tell
date.
these
their
days, man.
shoulders. You're like,
It's
you're
hard
like,
to tell.
Unfortunately,
you're
it's a
like-
very financed and it's a very forced topic at the end of the day. And honestly, I know gays, lesbians, bisexuals who just want to divorce the LGB from the T, because the overrepresentation is not coming from a place of, I just want to feel accepted. Now it's coming from a place of, I need to be celebrated. And if you do not celebrate me, then there's something wrong with you. And that's the big issue. Before, they just wanted to be able to fit into society and to not be considered like outcasts, to not be denigrated. And that is fair enough, but that's a goal that's been achieved for a very long time now, you know? So I think there's a very big difference between acceptance and celebration. And the celebration of it is a very financed and forced topic.
I think that's such a great point by Amy, and a very important two different words. There's a difference between being accepted. There's a difference between being celebrated. Nobody, I don't know anybody out there, and I run in some wild circles, far left, far right, everywhere in between. I don't know anybody that is anti-gay.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know anybody like that. Cool, you're gay, and it's typically, you're gay, cool, I don't really care.
It's like we know it exists.
It's the T stuff that I think people are really confused about. I don't know anybody that hates the trans either.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't expect me to basically reaffirm your lie.
Exactly.
We all know, Dylan Mulvaney, that you're playing hide the sausage in your little yoga pants out there, buddy. Nobody thinks you're a natural girl,
And your
so I
Nike
gotta pretend you're a
leggings.
girl. So there's a difference between being, what do you call it, being accepting
Accepted and
versus
celebrated.
celebrating.
And that, just so we're clear, that's why I don't like the Pride celebration or the night of Pride, because it's like a celebration. And what I'm saying is, I don't think it matches. NFL has nothing to gain. You think that women are going to be like, oh, they have a Pride night, so I'm going to watch the game more. I don't think so. I'm going to go, hot guys are playing, so I'm going to watch. Not
but the gay guys are like,
oh no, no, gay guys are going to watch it. They're not going to watch it.
you
Because
guys
you do a
But
Pride
the
night.
NFL are not
gay guys are
idiots.
like,
The
oh
NFL
my
are
God,
not
let's
idiots.
be
Don't you think
honest.
they know a little bit about
Anybody
what
who
they're doing?
subscribes to Pride is an idiot. Anybody who subscribes,
I think they're
lose- it's-
capitalizing on what's being placed
Yeah,
right now.
they're
Like
trying
they're
to
definitely
what's hot.
capitalizing. Look at all these stores are capitalizing on these trans community. Like
They're all
probably
going
thinking
woke,
with being
going
such
broke,
a big,
all of them. Woke,
NFL. Let's also do the same and let's see what we can gain from that as well. I think it's
course.
marketing.
It's
you know,
follow
it's
the
money.
money.
Follow the money. That's where
The
it comes from.
NFL's a
There's
very,
no money in it. They've
very
all gone
dirty
woke and gone
organization
broke.
in
I
that
don't
sense, I
understand.
feel.
What
Well,
are we
just
talking
to be
about?
clear,
Woke,
you
broke.
think,
The people
do you
who
think
fund
this
them,
is,
though.
just let's get some clarity. Do you think it's a net negative or net positive for the NFL?
Negative.
Negative.
Because
Okay.
there's more people that think like, I'm going to say me and a collective me, that go, this is stupid. This has nothing to do with this. There's no place here. So I'm turned off by it. Just
Yep.
let the football players play their football without all of the pride and the rainbow
Totally
and the
understand.
crap.
Shay, do you think it's a net negative or net positive for the NFL
It's
to
a
be more
negative.
inclusive and
It's not
diverse?
the word
It's inclusive. They said it.
That's
the
their
NFL's
terminology.
Chief
It was never
diversity
it
and
was never
inclusive officer.
It was never exclusive. Anybody can show up to a game. They're not going to say no.
Right.
But why
That's
are they
true.
doing the celebration 2 days before, whatever it is? Has nothing to do with it. I'm getting hyped up.
Okay.
I see how
Let's go.
Yeah.
Shay, net negative or net positive
this
to
stuff
invite
gets
the
me-
gay community to
In
a
my
night of
opinion,
pride to the NFL Super Bowl?
It's negative in my opinion, just because like I know there's straight men that it makes it an uncomfortable environment, and like plus they've been doing that for years. So like, I
Leave it
don't know.
So you think it's a negative? Dina,
Yeah.
net negative or net positive?
I think the NFL is just trying to make a quick buck off of whatever it is that they
Short-term
can make
positive,
money off of.
long-term
And right now they
negative.
have a bunch of
Woke,
Swifties
broke.
that watch the game. So they're like, you know what? Let's make them watch even more for right now. Next
But
year.
this is their third year in a row doing it before Taylor Swift was even in the
And
conversation.
check what the sales have been outside of Taylor Swift.
I
this
didn't
whole
even know about
phenomenon.
it until this year.
the night of pride.
And I'm a
So net
exactly,
negative
and
or net
I'm a,
positive
and I'm
for the
a,
Super- for the
and
Super
I'm
Bowl?
a, I'm a football fan. I think they're just trying to fill pockets, but I agree with Miss Laura.
Okay.
It's not. It's
So
not
is this a
gonna-
net,
Thank you, my
net
favorite
negative or
word.
net positive? Sounds like you're positive.
Short-term positive,
Money.
long-term negative. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, if you want to be honest.
Why short term? Give me the
Because
dichotomy
short-term
there.
right now, they're really capitalizing on what's hot and trending, and being trans is hot and trending. So
Trans
why
is
not
trending. My friend
capitalize?
Vinny O'Shannell told me that.
Why not capitalize on what that is now? And now on top of that, you have Taylor Swift there. Taylor Swift also has a whole bunch of trans, gay fans as well. So now they're like, oh, Taylor's there. Oh, and now we're doing our pride thing. Okay, great. Let's all come together collectively at this event.
I'm gonna puke. They
Short term,
ruined
I'm sorry,
everything.
but short term, yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
gonna benefit.
They
Long
ruined
term,
everything.
I
They
think it
ruined
hurts
football.
because then you kind of lose that community that you built foundation on. But it's money is the name of the game.
It's
so.
a Budweiser
All right, Amy.
effect.
Up to you.
Definitely
You know,
net negative for
Okay.
sure. I mean, listen, best case scenario. The best case scenario for this entire situation is that it is not a forced finance thing. There isn't any type of programming or brainwashing going on, and they're just doing a cash grab and capitalizing off what's happening. I don't think that's the case. I think the worst case scenario is that this is like literally brainwashed into society in nearly every single facet of our day-to-day lives. So of course they would try to also incorporate it into sports. It's a huge undercapitalized market where they can really push an agenda. So that's like the worst case. Best case, they're just doing a little cash grab.
I mean, if they've been doing it for 3 years, let's see how much they've been.
The difference.
Yeah.
In the 3 years.
That's probably
This
why
year.
they keep doing it, because they're probably making a lot of money from it. I don't know.
I don't believe they're
growing.
making any
Okay,
money.
well,
it's growing.
Here, I want to actually break down what we think the NFL is attempting to do here, because I've written down some things. Would you say that NFL is pro-America?
Yeah.
They got the jets flying over the
Yeah.
game. They got the jets flying. Would you say that NFL is pro-America? Yes or no?
I think they used to be. I think now what they're doing is pandering because they're interjecting a bunch of other stuff. And soon they're not even going to do the Pledge of Allegiance or the Pledge of Allegiance. They're not going to do the national anthem. They're not going to do all the things they used to do. They don't do the national
Okay.
anthem or the
National anthem, Star Spangled
yeah,
Banner.
Star- yeah.
Yeah.
Pledge, they don't do
They're-
that. They do that.
yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think the NFL is very pro-America?
It's supposed to be. yeah.
Okay. You've seen the games where they bring out the flag at the beginning of the game. They
the
run
soldiers
around.
and all that.
But you're not. Do you think NFL is very pro-America?
I think the NFL is very pro the NFL.
Yeah.
Pro the NFL.
You know what I'm
Pro the
saying?
green. What do you
Pro
think?
the-
I really don't know anything about sports.
Okay.
I'm not sure, sorry.
Do you think they're pro-family values? Traditional family values.
Not
Yeah?
anymore.
I think
If
at one
they're
point.
pro-America, I would hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think at one point, not anymore.
So here's what the NFL has done over the last couple of years. This is just me jotting down some thoughts. So a lot of this drama happened when Colin Kaepernick was doing the kneeling thing.
Yes.
Don't get me
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
They lost a lot of their core audience when they basically said, yeah, we're cool with Colin Kaepernick kneeling. Now, Colin Kaepernick got a contract with what company? Nike. Nike stock went through the roof. It went up because it turns out that Nike's core audience was like, yes, You know, we're trailblazers. We're okay with disrupting. That's kind of the Nike's brand. But NFL fans, Bud Light, they used to have Bud Light versus Budweiser, like the bowl.
Yeah, like the gridiron.
Yeah, they used to have this bowl, but that's gone away. But now they're basically pandering to the LGBTQ community.
Correct.
They're doing that. Now, here's the biggest thing that you have to understand about the NFL. What day are most NFL games played on?
Sunday.
Oh yeah.
They're played on Sundays.
The whole
Now,
right?
Sunday, for how many years was the Lord's Day?
Yep.
Forever.
Okay? So the NFL, in my humble opinion, they're at direct conflict with Jesus Christ.
Yep.
No.
They are.
They are.
They're competing. We're in the attention economy, and we're competing for eyeballs.
Go to church.
And the NFL is all about the money, and is all about eyeballs, and is all about their ratings.
Yep.
So much so that they've extended their game from 16 games a season to 17. It's part of their CBA, collective bargaining agreement. So when you're in direct conflict with church on Sunday, and you're all about the money, what are you really expecting from the NFL? It's a money grab. It's an attention play.
They're gonna go
Capitalization.
wherever the almighty dollar takes
They're gonna
them.
go where the almighty dollar goes. There was a story out there where Ravens head coach, he's the one that Ravens lost. They were favored to. They were playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
In the
They
playoffs,
lost to
yeah.
KC. Everyone's like, of course KC. I have a buddy called Benny who thinks that it's all one big psyop out there. That's a whole nother conversation.
He got the
But
script.
Baltimore, somehow lost the game to KC. But the coach, John Harbaugh, recited a Bible verse to open the press conference after a playoff win. Recited a Bible verse during a post-game press conference after the team's playoff win. They didn't win the next game. Spoke about Jesus, spoke about the Bible, didn't win. This is right after the team that Baltimore beat, which was Houston. Houston was in the playoffs. Their quarterback, C.J. Stroud, gave a shout out to Jesus Christ in his post-game interview, and they edited out Jesus. They edited it out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know if we have that article, if you can pull that up.
Or the video.
He said, hey, listen, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And they edited out Jesus Christ. They just want to thank blah, 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 all the fans out there.
Wow.
And that made us like, well, what's going on right here? So you can do the LGBTQ, Dylan Mulvaney, Pride Night, you can do that. But if one of your stars, who's going to win Rookie of the Year this year, this guy C.J. Stroud, wants to give a shout out to his Lord,
Not allowed.
Jesus
He can't
Christ,
do it.
that gets edited out. And let me tell you something, this is super bothersome. This is super worthisome. Now, I'm Jewish. I'm not even a Jesus guy. I mean, Jesus was
a Jew.
one of my
cool,
people.
right.
Jesus was Jewish. That's undeniable.
He was.
But how much did it bother you that the NFL
Yeah.
is more comfortable aligning themselves with the Pride Night stuff versus Jesus?
Yeah, that's
Where's
I
crazy.
don't know. This is my humble opinion.
Where's the
But again, the
inclusion?
games are played on Sundays. They don't need you falling in love with Jesus. They need you falling in love with the pigskin.
Right.
Damn.
Padrino, what do you think? Am I crazy here?
You're-
or am I onto something?
No, you're
Here
absolutely.
it is. NFL faces backlash as Texan C.J. Stroud Jesus mention is cut from a social media clip. Okay?
Adam-
This is on NBC, but all we know that NBC has a contract with the NFL. So
And a
go
deal with
ahead,
the devil.
Padrino. Tell me I'm crazy.
To answer your question, you are definitely crazy, but not about this. So you're dead on. It's absolutely ridiculous, and that's why I'm pushing back when you say that they want to be inclusive. I'm like, no, they want to be gay, because inclusive would be inclusive of these comments that he's making that they're cutting out, and all the other things. So, no, it's not inclusive. It's what they want, which is, to Amy's point, it's pushing a specific narrative and an agenda. And that's not a conspiracy theory. It's what we're seeing. And when people tell you who they are, believe them. They're telling us exactly who they are.
But, they say that 1 in 4 Gen Z now officially identifies as LGBTQ.
1 in 4 has been affected by a social contagion because it's literally everywhere, and they're being brainwashed with it in every single institution.
The kids don't stand a chance. It's all you hear every single second, okay? Let's do a Pride night before Super Bowl, even though it has nothing to do with it, okay? Just
But
watering
listen,
it down,
they got
making
Taylor
it
Swift in the audience. She's showing up for Travis Kelce. You got a quarter, 28%, in fact, of Gen Z adults who are 18 to 25 identify as LGBTQ.
They don't. They're confused. You're going to see all those numbers.
16% of millennials, 7% of Gen X, and 4% of baby boomers. So maybe the NFL is onto something. They said, listen, let's go where the money goes. Taylor Swift's going to be there. The younger audience out there, they're gay. Let's forget about our core audience. Forget about the men out there.
the kids.
Let's get them young gay kids.
I mean, is it that
watching the
surprising? Because we
NFL.
see it in school. Have you guys seen how many schools are now objecting to providing religious education in schools? Meanwhile, there is now introduction of LGBTQ, IA+++, the freaking alphabet mafia injected into the school curriculum now.
Sex ed isn't even the same anymore.
Yeah.
Sex ed?
Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
What do you mean? What is it now?
Anyone
throwing
can have
on
a PP.
Yeah, they're saying, oh,
Wow.
sex is no longer just intercourse. It's this and that.
They had to remove books from school that literally graphically display
crazy.
sexual acts between transgender people.
Yeah.
These were available on school shelves until recently, until it was called
Hide
in a
your
book
kids.
ban.
So, recently I went to a men's restroom and I went to grab some paper towels.
Oh no.
All right.
grabbed a
And I
handful of
went and I,
tampons?
and I stopped and I said, these aren't paper towels, these are tampons. And I wasn't, as a man,
You should have ripped it
I
down like
wasn't
those high
sure-
schoolers.
I wasn't sure what to do with these tampons. So
Rip it down.
I just put it up my ass.
Yeah.
And
Are you okay?
I didn't know. And it turns out I'm pregnant now, guys.
Oh my
It
god.
turns out I'm pregnant.
When are you
That's how it happens.
What do you have?
That's what they teach
I
in
don't
sex
know.
ed, actually.
I'm waiting to hear this. Anyway, the
Men's
point is
restroom
I'm super
tampon.
confused as to what a man should be doing with a tampon. Amy, what are men doing with tampons these days?
Nosebleeds.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
apparently a man is just a non-woman and a woman is just a non-man. Therefore, anybody who has a vagina and a short haircut could walk into the men's bathroom, and vice versa. A man in a Party City wig could also walk into a woman's restroom. And I think we've seen enough negative repercussions from that to know that that's wrong. But again, forced finance topic, this is something that's going to continue to be pushed until more conversations like this happen, until we push back, and
Until the world
eventually it
crumbles.
becomes legislated once again, you know?
But
What
think
was the
about it.
per-
These brands,
Trump
they also make more
2024?
money. Now they're
I-
pumping out more tampons. They're going to be making more money. So
Yeah.
I think, again, it's
Tampax is
it's
like,
money. They're
Wait,
like, you
2
need more?
bathrooms? I
You
can
can put it anywhere.
Wow.
really
and you
pro
know who
America.
sponsored, got sponsored by Tampax?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Dylan Mulvaney.
All right.
You can put it in any of your holes.
Full circle.
Oh my
God. Look at that.
I'm sorry.
No, but
I'm
Adam,
Jesus
what
Christ,
was the
that-
percentage
Sorry.
of them that identify? It was like 24% of Gen Z?
28% of
20%?
Gen Z adults,
Okay.
16% of millennials, 7% of Gen X, 4% of baby boomers, and 1% of the silent generation.
I'm saying
Silent
28%. Let's hold on to that number.
Yep.
Years down the line, how many people are on antidepressants or have, are in therapies and deep therapies,
Detransitioning.
detransitioning? I'm going to say it's going to be around 28-ish%.
Wow.
Because, I think they're just poor, unfortunate souls.
And here's another point as
Because
well,
they see
is
it.
like, so what is the oldest age for Gen Z? Like the oldest Gen Z, what
25.
age? So their brains are literally just developing right
Mush.
now, and it's literally shown that the majority of people will outgrow their gender dysphoria once their brain fully develops. So if the oldest of all Gen Zs are just turning 25 now, I think we're going to see a huge incidence of those people say, oh, I changed my mind. I'm not
Whoopsie
actually
poops.
trans. Yeah, and hopefully those
Whoops.
people weren't put down a dangerous and destructive pipeline of hormone blockers, HRT therapy, even in some cases
Cutting
surgeries where
off their
16-year-old, 13-year-old girls are getting their breasts removed
Yeah.
and coming back into the gender clinic 2 weeks later asking the doctors to put them back in. That's
That's
how
That's so
disillusioned they are by
tragic.
this whole thing due to the narrative that's been spun.
It's so tragic. And also child abuse for the parents that are
Yeah.
ever allowing this. Straight to jail jail for all of them.
Yeah.
It's just gone out of
There's
control.
parents who are like,
So, by the way, I've heard-
Reinforcing, they're paying for the surgeries.
but like, honey,
a
it's okay.
13-year-old can't pay for their boobs to be cut off. Their parents
Sick.
are buying that.
Well, the government's
Or
paying for a lot of
or
it
I'm
now,
paying
which
for
is
it. Oh,
crazy.
God forbid, straight to jail for me. I'm
Exactly.
paying for
We're
it.
paying for it.
Oh,
We're
God.
paying for
Medicaid
shit.
for them to get boobs. Now they're like, take
Not
boobs
take
out.
away,
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez, like the times
Straight
have
to
changed.
jail for everyone.
Yeah.
That
Very
doesn't
disturbing.
apply.
Very disturbing.
Straight to jail. What's next, Adam?
Anyway, I'm letting you guys do your thing. This is great. We're having fun here. By the way, you're saying that I've heard this claim before, but at age 25, that's how long it takes for you to grow.
Fully
For your-
developed.
for
Your
Fully
brain,
develop your brain.
Your
your
frontal
prefrontal
yeah.
cortex to fully
Yeah.
develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fully wiring and firing. in
Well,
all the
Nat,
ways
you're
we're
going to
meant
be
do it.
25 soon.
I don't think that applied to men
yeah,
though.
I am.
You're 25 already.
No.
So this is what we got. We're stuck with it.
I'm 21.
She's still 21.
brain.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.